Hello, I'm Vlad with the Verge here at IFA 2018, and this is the new second generation Lenovo Yoga Book. This has always been quite a particular and peculiar device because it's never been quite a laptop, it's never been quite a tablet, it's a thing in between. What Lenovo has done now is they've enlarged it, they've made it 10.8 inches instead of 10. So it feels more substantial, and now I would really classify it as a laptop. But once you open it up, and the way you open it up is pretty cool, they have a new mechanism where you do a double knock on the top, and the magnets that hold the thing together, they reverse the polarity. They do some cool magnet magic, and it pops it open. So you don't need a notch, you don't need to like fiddle around to open it up. Once you do open it up, you still have an LCD, but Lenovo has upgraded the resolution now. Like I say, 10.8 inches, but now it's 2560 by 1600 resolution, Quad HD. And then you have an e-ink display at the bottom, which doubles as the keyboard. The original Lenovo book had a Wacom digitizer down here. It didn't have an e-ink display, now it has an e-ink display. And the new keyboard, I've just been trying it, I've just been testing it out. It's really good. Like shockingly good for a touchscreen keyboard. Usually these things are really quite atrocious, but this is a massive upgrade from the original Yoga Book. It has haptic feedback and it has little animation feedback, which really makes it feel realistic. I am able to type on it really quickly, and I've picked it up really quickly, and I'm surprised by that, I'm shocked by that even. The hinge is that watch band style hinge that Lenovo has used on its Yoga books previously. Inside the hinge, Lenovo has woven the Wi-Fi antennas, so they're actually somewhere in here, in the hinge. It's super sturdy. I've had one of those Lenovo Yoga books for 4 or 5 years. I've had members of my family using and abusing it, and it has survived. So I'm impressed with this hinge. It's sturdy, it has a nice bit of traction and friction to it. In terms of design and engineering, as usual, with the original Yoga Book, that was never a problem, to be honest. These were really well made, really solid devices, again, made out of aluminium, top and bottom. It has an 8.6 hour battery life, Lenovo promises, which is extremely reasonable for a device of this thinness and this lightweight. And speaking of the battery, you can now charge it with the USB-C port. There are 2 USB-C ports, one on either side, which is brilliant. It should have been like this from the original. Really happy to see that from Lenovo. Also, over here on the front, Lenovo has added a new fingerprint sensor. It's not a power button, it doesn't have any sort of indentation, it sits flush with the device, but it's an infrared fingerprint sensor which is compatible with Windows Hello. And the point of the infrared part is that it should make your fingerprint easier to recognize when your finger is maybe a bit wet or dirty or whatever. Predictably, the main display is a touchscreen, but you do get plenty of other things that you can do with the e-ink panel down here at the bottom. It can function as a keyboard, naturally, that's the main use that you have for it. But also it can accept pen input, so Lenovo ships the Yoga Book with its own stylus. Unfortunately, because it's such a slim device, there's nowhere to stash the stylus, which is quite substantial. It's the size of an actual pen. But it works well, and you can get an accessory. You can get a case and stash the 2 things together. It's not such a big deal, and it's good that the stylus comes in the box. So you can do pen input, you can do keyboard input, or you can use it as an e-reader. As soon as this thing is launched, which I'm told is going to be around October time, it will only support PDF files. After that, it's going to support EPUB, MOBI, and text files in terms of reading. There is a bit of lag, I'm not gonna lie, it's an e-ink display, you always have a bit of lag and a bit of redrawing time with it, but still, it works well. And because of the portability of this device, I can actually see myself using it in this flipped mode like this, whether it's on the LCD display or on the e-ink display. One really cool and neat thing that Lenovo has also done is because it's a larger screen, you get more space for the keyboard, and they've also made the trackpad minimizable. So if you want the trackpad, you tap down here, you have it, but then as soon as you start typing, it goes away. It's such a intuitive and simple thing, but Lenovo has really had the time to sit down and think through its design and improve on things. And on the inside, the company has upgraded things in terms of specs. You can now get up to a Core i5 7th generation Intel Core processor. You can get 4 GB or 8 GB of RAM, 128 or 256 GB of storage, and it only comes with Windows. There used to be an Android version originally, but apparently the Windows version outsold Android by a lot, and Lenovo has just chosen to go with Windows all the way. I was impressed with the original Yoga Book when I was here 2 years ago at IFA. And it didn't turn out to be quite so good as a final product, but this one I can't not be impressed with it again. It's done so many good upgrades across the board with the device. The one thing though, the one huge difference is that the Yoga Book, the original Yoga Book, was really super affordable. Whereas this is now into straight laptop territory. It's priced at $999 in the US. When you're considering this, you're considering this versus actual laptops. What I would say is wait for the review to find out if it's worth it. See, we do all the staging and then it just feels awkward. So I'll just whisper for this video so it can feel more natural. It's gonna be an ASMR hands-on with the Verge. First time I've ever done it. Either 2018, this is the Lenovo Yoga Book. I might actually keep going with this.